Welcome to another edition of Very Vogue with me, Val Kleinhans. I have another Very Vogue guest in the building today. Frankie Thompson-Smith is here.
Hi.
She's been my Instagram buddy for some time now. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
I know. So what made me hit follow to begin with was the aesthetic, the vibe, the rock and roll thing we've got going on. Tell me how your Instagram journey started.
Um, Mainly, I tried for a long time when I was in college and stuff. I actually have a different account and it's very it's private, but I can see it and it makes me laugh because it's very like really pretty dresses, like what I thought I had to be.
Oh,
And I didn't gain any following because I think it was pretty obvious. Like I didn't think it wasn't me. And then lockdown, really, COVID, being stuck in the house meant that I had the kind of time to really figure out what I wanted to do in my style. And it kept me busy and I loved it.
at what point did you feel like you found your style and you found your vibe?
Probably about third year of university, I think, because I was just so sick of trying to be everyone else in the room.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I just kind of gave up. And there was some kind of turning point. I don't know what it was.
Do you remember the realization when you were just like, okay, I'm over this. I'm over trying to compete and I just want to be me now.
It very much, I think it was like the final project for uni, which is really annoying because I was like, I've wasted this entire, not wasted the 3 years, but like, I could have done so much better if I figured this out earlier on.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
what was that final project?
It ended up actually being a group thing. Me and two other girls did, and we again, no one really knew what it was, but we ended up putting together an event, and just the whole aesthetic of it was just very much just what we wanted to do. I don't think we were the favorites of anyone at uni. We were definitely like, I think we were quite annoying. We were always late. Yeah, so we were like, let's just get together. Let's get some cameras, some lighting, some wine, and we just did loads of photo shoots. We put on this event. We were supposed to plan the event but not have the event, and then we did. I think, yeah, we just wanted to take some cool photos and get drunk. Is essentially what we wanted to do. But it was more
Um,
the aesthetic, I think.
that's all you need in life. And I
Yeah.
hope you got extra credit for actually doing the event.
No, not really. I don't think so. We got good grades and stuff. We
That's
did it.
all
It was fun. We enjoyed it. That's all that matters.
really, truly, that is all that matters. So was your grungy kind of aesthetic, was that always part of who you were, do you think?
Definitely when I was younger, like I was very much an emo kid when I was like in my teenage years. And then I think it was when I got to like 18, 19 that I was suddenly like, oh, I need to grow up now. Like, and I associated growing up with being like normal.
Oh,
So
right.
I had these few years where I was just like bleach blonde, pretty dresses, minimal makeup. And then throughout uni, I started to sort of fall back into it. And then lockdown was the big COVID hit. I was at home and I kind of just went back to being 14.
Isn't it weird how we all did that? I was like, I was trying to find my old MySpace profile the other day and I couldn't find it, but I was like, I miss this because it would have been glitter backgrounds, My Chemical
Yeah.
Romance. It would.
Well, I've started going back on Tumblr again, and I've never really let go of Tumblr. I've always sort of gone back every few months and just like no one follows me on there. I just like looking through the pictures. But
Yeah.
I realized that in lockdown I set my Tumblr profile to look like a MySpace page. That was what my like thing is. It's still like that now. It looks really
Oh my
cool.
God, that is so funny. So what's going on Tumblr right now? Because I haven't been on myself.
Well, not a lot. Like I said, like no one really followed me at all, and I would just go on. I kind of use it as like Pinterest. I'd
Okay.
like search things and get like ideas and stuff. But like a couple of weeks ago, I went back on it and I noticed I started to gain followers. So I think a lot of people might be going back to it now.
Oh, okay. Got
Again,
it.
I mainly just repost like musicians' outfits that I like, stuff like that.
Absolutely. Who are some of your favorite musicians that you look to as style icons also?
Oh, I'm obsessed with Lou Reed. Everything about Lou Reed and the whole like Velvet Underground, Blondie, anything from like that sort of scene. The Strokes, I love the Strokes.
Hmm.
But then I love a bit of pop, I like a bit of Britney.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Britney.
Everyone loves Britney. Who doesn't love Britney? I wanted Britney to be freed, and I'm so glad that she's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
like doing her own thing right now. And if anybody questions your love of the Velvet Underground, I just want anybody listening who's not seeing the video version right now, there is a Underground and
Yeah.
Nico poster behind you right now, and
Yeah.
it is fabulous. It's got the Andy Warhol vibes. I
There's
love.
actually there's like a Lou Reed one and then another Warhol one further up as well.
Oh, there is. There's multiple ones. Okay, that's awesome. I love that. And your profile or your bio anyway mentions a love of vintage. Is
Mm.
sustainability and vintage important to you?
Oh, definitely, yeah. There's definitely, I can't say I'm 100% sustainable. I don't think anyone can. I definitely do occasionally treat myself to new things, but as much as I can, I will
Mhm.
be on Depop. I just love like going out thrifting is like a day out for me. I just enjoy that as well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't really like fast fashion. I avoid that as much as physically possible. And I
Yeah.
just,
To be honest, like lately, what I've been seeing with fast fashion, like if I look at Target or Forever 21 or places like that, I'm like, oh, I'm not even really into what they're putting out right now anyway.
yeah.
I like I would much rather like go with something with a little bit more of a retro vintage vibe to it, something 90s, maybe something 80s. That's the eras that I tend to gravitate toward too. And
Yeah.
every time you UK girls post something on Depop, I get so jealous because shipping is so damn expensive. And I'm like, no, but I want what they have. But shipping to the US is so expensive. And I'm like, "Ah, I can't
But
stand it."
you do have Depop over there, don't you? I've
We
seen,
do.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We do. So whenever I like look at like what you guys in the UK are
Oh,
posting,
okay.
and I'm like, oh, I love that belt, or oh, I love that skirt. And it's like shipping extra $30. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as much as I would love to, I'm like, we need to work that out. Like our countries are already like pretty
Yeah.
friendly. Why can't we work that out? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I tried. There's a few times I've tried to like buy things from over there, and the shipping's more than the thing itself, and it's just not worth it.
What?
It's
I
so
know.
nice.
So ridiculous. But on to another important thing. Your interest in cruelty-free beauty. Got to say that correctly.
Mhm.
Cruelty-free beauty.
Not cruelty beauty.
We're not trying to be cruel. No. But you do care about that as well. What sparked the interest in cruelty-free beauty?
Ooh, it was again Tumblr when I was really young. There was just this post doing the rounds of like animals in cages,
Mm.
and I remember just like I cried to my mom about it, and I tried to convince her to throw everything out in the house. That which it's not possible. Like even like batteries aren't cruelty free. Like it's physically impossible to get rid of everything.
Yeah.
But since then, I've just sort of tried to be as careful as I can. There's definitely times where I've accidentally bought things and not realized the brand and stuff. But again, it's just about trying as much as you can.
Yeah. What did your mom say when you brought that information to her? Was she listening or was she just like, I don't want to hear it?
She definitely listened and comforted me, but there's definitely I don't think she's particularly as passionate as I am.
Oh, okay. Got it. So why do you think that cruelty-free beauty is so important? What gravitated you toward it?
It was, I mean, it was definitely the imagery, and I don't know, I love animals, and it's not, it's just also not necessary. Like
Mm,
most most UK based brands, I don't think are most new brands I've noticed are cruelty free. It's
yeah.
just a lot of the ones like the older like classic brands, I think they've been going for so long, so they don't feel the need to change their ways.
Hmm.
But
And
there's
we're
a
hoping.
lot changing with laws very recently because I think one of the biggest things was I might not be 100% right on this, but the main thing was that to trade in mainland China, you had to test on animals, which is why most of the big brands do.
Oh,
But that law very recently, like in the last month or so, got changed.
wow.
So we'll definitely be seeing a lot more brands becoming cruelty free, I think, in the next year or so.
Yeah, I'm here for it. And you're right. I do think there's something about the newer brands that have launched within the last maybe 5 to 10 years or so. They're the ones that are conscious of that, and they're the ones that are putting cruelty-free products out there. And I love to see it. Do you have any favorites that you think other people should check out?
There's a lot more mainstream, I think, that people don't realize. Like Urban Decay are cruelty free, NYX are cruelty free, Colourpop, Huda Beauty, I love, Wilma Beauty. That's all I can think of right now. But yeah, there's quite a lot that you. I think people think you've got to specifically find cruelty free brands, but there's a lot that you probably already buy and that already are.
Yeah, probably. I just got into Urban Decay not too long ago for my brows. I'm like, oh,
Brow Blade,
yes.
why buy it? That's why I
The
buy it.
I know, and I'm like, this, so I have it on today, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I
so do I.
are they? Okay. I was gonna say yours look fabulous too. No wonder you're using the same thing. But
It's great.
it's something about the I don't know the smaller like crayon that's like it doesn't look crayon-y because it's not a giant tip at the end. Like it's, I don't know what it is. It's like a smaller thing. And then the ink stain just kind of like polishes everything and keeps it together. That's what I love about it. So
Yeah,
if anybody's looking for a definite brand that is approved by both of us, Urban Decay is
100% my absolute favorite.
yes, absolutely. And I love the fact that you are not afraid to experiment with hair color either. The entire time I've followed you, I think there's been 4 different colors. I remember I remember blue is what we're rocking now. I've seen, I think, bleach moment, a pink moment, a red moment. How do you keep your color so vibrant?
I don't wash it, honestly.
Okay.
Just don't wash it. Dry shampoo is your best friend.
Okay.
And also mixing a bit of the color in with your conditioner is quite a good way to just keep on top of it.
Oh, okay. So is there a reason you would mix it with the conditioner versus like the shampoo?
I think because I think I've tried the shampoo as well, but I think because the shampoo is sort of working on already stripping things out, it would
Oh,
be quite
got it.
counterproductive. Whereas if it's in the conditioner, most hair dyes are conditioner based anyway, so it's just like a easy match.
Okay. And chemically, they're probably more friendly than something that's supposed to strip something away.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Now,
Yes.
I would love to hear your thoughts on your trip to NYC you just took because you were here at the States.
Oh, it was so good. I was so upset when I came back. Again, like
Girl,
thrifting,
I
thrifting is so
know.
bad.
When I saw the pictures, I was like, I want to book a flight. I want to book a flight now. So, what were some of your like? Was it your first time in the U.S. or no?
Yeah,
It
it
was.
was
Okay. What did you
the
think?
furthest I've been from home,
Mm.
so it was a pretty big trip for me. It was it was so good. Which I think the best vintage shopping was incredible. Like thrift stores,
Oh, yeah.
so much better.
Yeah.
Food incredible. Emo night was one of the best things I've ever done in my entire life. It was so much fun. I got so drunk, but it was so so worth it.
Worth it. We all need those nights. What food did you eat?
A lot of pizza. The second I like was a little bit tipsy, I was like dollar pizza, dollar pizza.
All the pizza.
Um, we went to a really cool Mexican place. I can't remember any of the names, but that was incredible. It was fajitas, I think I had,
Okay.
and they had $5 frozen margaritas. So we just kept them coming. That was great. Other food did we have? Some really good mac and cheese.
Yes.
Incredible mac and cheese.
That's, I mean, those are my favorite food groups right there. And
Yeah,
there's like dollar slices of pizza there too, where you could just and then keep it
yeah.
moving on with your day. I haven't been in New York in a while, probably 12, 13 years. And I mean, it was okay, but I felt like, all right, you've done it once, you've kind of like done it.
Mm,
It's kind of, I don't know, if you live there, you love it, you live it, you breathe it. For me, I was like, all right, I did everything I wanted to do, and I think I'm done. I don't know that I want to go back. But it's always exciting your first time. That's
mm.
for sure. So, did you see any fun sights? Did you do any? You told me about emo night. What was that? Who was there?
So I'm not actually sure who runs it, but it's like essentially like a club night with just emo throwbacks. But they brought out I can't remember his name, the guy from Yellow Card and Derek
Oh,
Sanders from Mayday Parade. When Derek Sanders came out, I lost my absolute shit. I was so obsessed with him when I was younger. And then he wouldn't play any Mayday Parade songs. And then I think at the end he did Jay-Z and Jamie All Over. But I was just it was
wow,
incredible.
wow, awesome. Do you think you'd ever come back to New York?
Definitely. Well, we had an entire spreadsheet of things to do, and we just didn't. I think because there's so much walking involved, you don't realize how long you spend sleeping to recover from that. So we actually spent a lot of time in the hotel room just napping.
It's huge. I
It's
mean, it
huge.
really is. I mean, our whole country, to be honest, is huge. Like I'm in Minnesota, which is kind of like the center of the country. And even for me to get a flight to New York, that would still be a 4 hour flight. So it's massive. Like, and I've
Yeah.
talked to a couple other people in the UK and they're like, we could just jump on a train and get where we want to within 10 minutes. And I'm like, I wish it were that easy. I wish it were that easy here. So what is next for you? What's next for your Instagram? What are you excited about?
Just to be honest, getting back into it, I feel like I've been very out of the loop on Instagram.
Mm.
Because it was Christmas and I decided I had 4 days off from work at Christmas. So I was like, I'm gonna take them as days off. And then I went back home because I live near London, but I'm from up north. So I went home for a week. So that was very much a break. And then we went to New York. So I feel like it's been a couple of months since I've really done anything on
Yeah.
Instagram, really.
You've been busy.
Yeah. So today was meant to be a big content day, and I ended up wiping my makeup off and redoing it 3 times. So I've not shot anything yet. But
Well,
tonight.
I love it. I love to see it. I love what you're doing. I love the vibe that you're putting out there. Thank you so much for just hanging out and having a chat with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.